I've glued up 2 pieces of timber here to make up a wider board that we can use for the shelf. But if you look at this front edge, well, it doesn't look too good really, does it? Fortunately for us, Porta have a range of embossed edge mouldings that we can attach to this front edge of the shelf to make it look a lot neater. Now the idea with this material is you want to use a mitre at the corners. Now I've already cut a 45-degree angle at one end, so what you need to do, just line it up, the inside of the mitre, line up with the end of the shelf, come down to this end, and just mark the inside of the mitre with a pencil. Now what I like to do, just to remind myself, is just draw a line in the direction I want the mitre to go. It's very easy to make a mistake here and your piece ends up too short. Now I can just put that on my miter saw. Now you notice on my miter saw here I've made up a little jig. It's simple, just 2 pieces of timber nailed together, attached to my fence, and when I make my first cut with the saw, that gives me the position of the blade. So all I need to do is line up my line here from my shelf with the cutout in my jig, and I know I'm going to be perfect length. You need to repeat the process for the ends so you can return your moulding around the edge of the shelf. Now when it comes to attaching your edge treatment to the shelf, you can nail it, but personally I don't like that because you're going to have nail holes that you need to fill, and you'll see those later when they show up through the paint. Personally what I like to do is apply the glue to the edge and just use some masking tape and pull the tape down tight and pull the edge treatment against the shelf, be nice and tight. When you glue this on, just run a glue bead at the bottom here. I like to use my finger there against the glue bottle, and it just gives me a guide to keep it nice and straight. Do the same at the top. Don't overdo it with the glue because more glue doesn't necessarily make it stronger. It just makes more mess that you need to clean up. When you position your piece here, it's a good idea, just use the short piece just to use that as a guide. Just make sure that the miters line up. Just hold it nice and flush. And just pull your masking tape down over the edge. Nice and tight. That looks a lot better, doesn't it?